こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、リーズユナイテッドの田中碧に関する動画です。リーズユナイテッドは、カラバオカップの2回戦で、ノッティンガムフォレストと対戦し、2対0で快勝しました。田中碧は今シーズン初出場となる先発出場し、68分に途中交代しました。特に前半は、攻守ともに素晴らしいプレーも多く、リーズファンはかなり高評価しているファンが多かったようにも感じます。一方で、イエローカードの場面では、ボールを奪われた後のプレーであり、田中碧の不安定さを感じさせる場面だったとも話しています。リーズファンが、その田中碧をどのように称賛し、イエローカードについて話しているのかチェックしてみましょ
う。At the minute, it's just Tanaka's had a really good game so far. So has Elvedi. Elvedi and Tanaka have been the standouts. Brilliant from Tanaka again. Excellent link-up play with Longstaff. Brilliant from Tanaka and Lucas Mecha linking up. Tanaka has the ball. Got a bit of purpose tonight, Tanaka. He's having one of the Tanaka games which we all, he's not getting ran over. He's looking like he's got a purpose in there. Okafor, good feet. Tries something, loses it. Schlager goes home. It's good period for Leeds, though. It's a good period. It's been a much better five for Leeds. It felt like Forest were getting on top with the throw-ins and the balls into the box. It's a proper boxers match, this, between the two teams. It's a good contest. It was in the first game, and it's proven it again tonight with kind of a mixed bag of rotation, but still it's decent. Elvedi, who's looking smart on the ball. Good decisions by Nico Elvedi. Really nice. I'm really impressed with him so far. Lovely little decisions being made on the ball. Ampadu. Elvedi again, who's been central. Tanaka. Looking for an opening. Rodon. Didn't need to force that pass. Tries to force the pass to Dan James. It's a low ball. James can't get to it, but it's won back really well by Longstaff there. Longstaff with a better ball. Dan James whips a good ball in. Dan James. Much better. Dan James's best ball into the box this match so far. Dan's warming up better. A shaky start from the Welshman, but that's a lovely ball. And that's Mech has got to be there. He's got to be there. It's a brilliant ball by Dan James. That is what a striker is there to do. It's to be in that 6-yard box and just tap the ball in. Mecha has some similar attributes, doesn't he, to Joel Peru in terms of coming toward the ball. Is nowhere to be seen. Ethan Ampadu with a slauncher into the box. Nodded on. Unlucky. Goalkeeper saves. Matt says, I don't think Longstaff and James should play for Leeds in the Prem. Again, good to see you in here, Matt. Devin says, when we are forced to play Longstaff as a right winger, right attacking midfielder, should we not to be looking for a right winger rather than a left winger? I think, to be honest, Devin, it's more just the options. You look at what Leeds are going to be looking at in terms of like these left-siders. I think you've got Aronson, for me anyway, who's better on that right. I think he prefers Nonto on that right. So you actually look at the left-sided options, and you can't have it been Aronson and Okafor all season, mate. I think we've probably got a little bit more, haven't we, in the left wing position? Southampton beating West Ham, yeah. But it was a strong Southampton squad, though, wasn't it? Arch in the building. Hey, Arch. Good to see you in here. Jack Glennie as well, mate. Tanaka under Bielsa will become Modric. He needs to play. Yeah, he's been brilliant, Arch, hasn't he? He's been not brilliant, but there's games where you just know he's in it. He's absolutely on it. Tanaka. Old Trafford was one of them. There's been moments last season where he was involved really, really nicely and impactfully. Games like this with Tanaka, he's just on it. He's got a point to prove. He needs to get back in that starting 11, doesn't he? As you'll get with Nico Elvedi, as you'll get with others. Tanaka again playing an absolutely delightful ball to Joe Rodon on that right-hand side, who can't get that ball down, and he's nowhere near Nico Williams' head there. Nico Williams has just gone down as if he's just kicked him in the face, but it's a poor touch from Joe. It's a bit heavy. Tanaka's been robbed. That doesn't turn me on. Leeds win it back, and it's a foul given away by Al Tanaka. Just a snapshot there, and Tanaka gets a yellow card of Al Tanaka, and that is snapshot Al Tanaka of why some Leeds fans criticise him. Got robbed in the middle there and got sort of ran over by two players, Igor Jesus and Schlager. It's a bad tackle by Tanaka. That it is a yellow card, and he got ran over a little bit there. Again, he's taking too long on the ball, and Tariq's saying that to him. If you get it in that position, just get rid of it. Hit the channels. Tariq's just said that to him. We saw that a few times last season with Tanaka. As much as I love him, as much as he's cultured, he's a tempo dictator, We all know with some points last season where Tanaka's mistakes in the midfield, where he takes too long on it, that was a snapshot there of that happening. So Leeds swarmed them in the midfield. Leeds were very good, I thought, when it came to Ampadu and Tanaka. I have to give a shout out to Tanaka as well. I thought Al Tanaka, in terms of the first part of the first half, I thought he was sublime. I really did. I thought he was getting on the half turn. He was threading balls into Lucas Mecha. He was the conductor, playing the balls out wide. You know, looked old Al Tanaka. You know, got sort of Man United game. Was just dictating the game from a deep line position, but also from a number 8 position at points. I thought when he got that yellow card, didn't dent his confidence a little bit, but it almost just put that marker on him as if it's like, oh, I can't play at that level I was playing at now, which was quite a shame because, you know, I still think Al could have played at that level, that degree that he was playing at, but he kind of just was taking that step back a little bit and maybe not getting on the ball as much because maybe he didn't want to get into that altercation where maybe the ref would see it one way where, you know, and he gets sent off, which, you know, it can happen in football, can't it? But yeah, I thought Tanaka had a good game.
Goal. Captain Elwood, come on, Kagey, give your boy Tanaka some love. Well, I will say this in the first half, Elwood, Tanaka was getting stuck in, and I thought he looked today very assured and calm on the ball. He didn't do nothing spectacular in my eyes. If I missed it, fair enough. You know, I'm always looking out for Tanaka, but I thought that some of his passes was really good today, but it was more him getting involved in the defensive side of the game that I thought he improved on as well. So, yeah, big shout-outs to him. He performed definitely better than Longstaff. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard, but yeah.
Forward. Having said that, I thought Ampadu and Tanaka were brilliant. I thought Tanaka, especially in that first half, was back to Tanaka levels. I didn't think there was much intensity in the game tonight, if I'm honest. And I didn't think there was for both teams. I think that's why you saw much more chances in this game than you saw, obviously, in the game at the weekend. But what I did think is because it was a slower paced game and because there wasn't as much intensity, it suited Tanaka down to the ground, and he was in his element tonight. He was getting on the ball, spinning people, playing people through. I mean, he played Dan James in for a really good chance in the first half as well, and that was what he was doing all game. Tanaka, I thought he was brilliant. Longstaff on the contrary was pretty poor and made a really poor mistake, which actually obviously Roden had to recover back. But I thought Tanaka's probably the best I've seen him play. In a long time, probably in a league shot. I thought he was brilliant in the game today. Really, really good. And that's good because Tanaka is a player that I remember talking about in pre-season where I was saying, if there's one player I want to see do well in pre-season, it would have been Tanaka, and he didn't particularly have a great pre-season. But then coming into the season, you're like, oh God, he needs to have a good game because we know Tanaka is that sort of confidence player. Very good and very nice actually to see him play really well tonight because it does mean in the Brentford game, if we need to bring a player on, Tanaka now full of confidence in that game, it is a real positive. And he was a positive. Tanaka was decent in burst, but did well on it again once or twice. But he was better than he's been lately. Yeah, I thought he played well tonight, Tanaka. I thought he played really well tonight. I thought he got on the ball, looked much more comfortable. As I said, there was a bit of a slow pace of the game than they probably would expect in the Premier League, and that's going to be expected because there's not as much jeopardy in this game naturally. But I thought he looked good. I thought he looked good tonight. Always felt uncomfortable when Tanaka's on a yellow though, as he's got those little moments. Fair.
What else happened?
I like him.
We've mentioned Rodon's great tackle, haven't we? Tanaka getting booked, learning from his midfield experience in the World Cup, where he lost the ball and cost Japan a place in the tournament.
Lose it, kick him.
Took him down, took the yellow. Yep. Good boy.
It was good. I liked Tanaka.
Played well, didn't he?
I thought he did well. He was almost playing to the left of the back three at points. He was dropping really, really deep, wasn't he? Which was, but it was nice. He was playing linking some stuff up nicely.
It was about a quarter of an hour in the first half. He made 2 sort of really good firm tackles, like back to back, and it seemed to just wake him up a bit, and he was just like really in his groove then on the ball. It seemed to make a real difference.
Yeah.
次は解説です。今回はサッカーの文脈でよく使われるものも多いですが、普段使いできるものもありますので、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょ
う。No, he's not getting ran over.
Get run over は基本的には車にひかれるという意味の表現です。ただし、サッカーなどのスポーツでは比喩的に相手に圧倒されるという意味でも使われます。特にフィジカルやスピード、プレッシャーで相手に押し切られるような場面で使えます。文字通りの車にひかれるという意味との違いは文脈から判断します。サッカーではフィジカル面での劣勢を表すときに覚えておくと便利な表現です。
No, he's not getting ran over. No, he's not getting ran over. It felt like Forest were getting on top with the
Get on top は、サッカーでは優勢になるや主導権を握るという意味で使われます。トップのイメージから相手より上の立場になるイメージを持つとわかりやすいです。特に試合の流れが一方のチームへ傾き始めた時に使いやすい表現です。ただし、 get on top of my work なら、仕事をうまく処理するという意味にもなります。簡単な単語の組み合わせですが、文脈によって意味が変わる重要なイディオムです。
It felt like Forest were getting on top with us because maybe he didn't want to get into that altercation.
アルタケーションは、口論やいざこざ、小競り合いという意味の名詞です。普通のアーギュメントよりも、やや激しく感情的な対立を表すことが多い単語です。場合によっては、押し合いなどの身体的な接触を伴う場面にも使われます。サッカーでは、選手同士が言い争ったり、押し合ったりする場面で使われることがあります。ベーバルアルタケーションなら激しい口論。フィジカルアルタケーションなら身体的な小競り合いです。日常会話よりもニュースやスポーツ報道などで覚えておくと役立つ単語です。
Because maybe he didn't want to get into that altercation. That doesn't turn me on.
turn on は、まず電源を入れるという意味で覚えている人が多いと思います。しかし、turn someone on という形では、人を興奮させるや興味をそそるという意味にもなります。性的な意味で使われることも多いため、使う場面には少し注意が必要です。ただし、性的な意味に限定されるわけではなく、単純に魅力を感じさせるという意味でも使われます。今回の動画では、興奮させられない、そそられないという意味から、これは好きじゃない、いや、これは良くないというニュアンスです。非常に基本的な単語の組み合わせですが、文脈によって意味が大きく変化する表現です。
That doesn't turn me on. That doesn't turn me on as much as he's cultured, he's a tempo dictator.
cultured は基本的には教養のあるや洗練されたという意味の形容詞です。人について使えば知識や教養があり、上品で洗練されているというニュアンスになります。ただしサッカーでは選手の技術を褒める表現としてもよく使われます。A cultured midfielder なら技術や判断力に優れた洗練されたミッドフィールダーという意味です。また A cultured left foot のように特定の足の技術を褒める使い方もあります。サッカー英語ではスキルフルより少し知的でエレガントなイメージを持つ表現として覚えるとわかりやすいです。
As much as he's cultured as a tempo dictator. As much as he's cultured as a tempo dictator.
It suited Tanaka down to the ground.
suits someone down to the ground は人に完璧に合うという意味のイディオムです。単に suits someone というだけでも人に合うという意味になります。そこに down to the ground を加えることで、まさにぴったりという意味を強調しています。特にイギリス英語で使われる表現で、サッカーの会話でも耳にすることがあります。服が似合うというより、環境、仕事、スタイルなどがその人の性質に非常に合っている場合に使いやすい表現です。イギリス英語らしい表現として覚えておくと、サッカー動画の理解にも役立ちます。
It suited Tanaka down to the ground. It suited Tanaka down to the ground, and he was in his element tonight.
in one's element は、本領を発揮している、や水を得た魚のようであるという意味の表現です。自分が得意とする環境にいて、快適に能力を発揮している人について使います。He was in his element で、彼は完全に自分の得意な状況にいたというイメージです。日本語の水を得た魚のようという表現がかなり近いです。仕事や趣味など、サッカー以外の場面でもよく使うことができます。反対に、out of one's element といえば不慣れな状況にいるという意味です。ネイティブの日常会話でも使われるので、セットで覚えておきたい表現です。
And he was in his element tonight. And he was in his element tonight.
いかがでしたか？特に前半の田中碧のプレーは素晴らしく、特にハーフターンからのプレーや、ヌメチャへの縦パス、ワイドへの展開などが高く評価され、試合を操るコンダクトロとまで表現されていました。守備でも積極的に競り合いに入り、以前より改善が見られた一方、最後の動画では、そのイエローカードも良かったと評価されていましたが、やはりイエローカードを受けてからは、やや慎重になったと分析され、あのイエローカードが、特に田中碧に不安を感じられている主なポイントのようにも感じますし、ファルカの評価にも影響を与えているポイントなのかなとも想像します。個人的には不安定だとは言いたくないんですが、やはり調子がいい時の田中碧のプレーは素晴らしいのは誰しもが評価しているとも感じますので、ぜひそういう点も改善され、さらに素晴らしい田中碧になってもらえることを期待し、応援したいと思います。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。